This is Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. Today, Holly and I are taking a ride on the Disney Skyliner. It's one of their best modes of transportation between Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and a couple of their resorts. Come along, we'll take a ride. Disney Skyliner is a gondola system used for transportation at Walt Disney World. With bright colors and even some favorite Disney characters, the gondola cars soar above the trees and connect 4 Disney resort hotels and 2 of the parks together. The Skyliner connects the 4 resorts, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, and the Riviera, and the 2 parks, Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney's Art of Animation Resort station is shared with Pop Century. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, this station is the hub where all the lines come together. This is where you'll transfer to go to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios. And then the last one is Disney's Riviera Resort. This station is also close to the Aruba section of Caribbean Beach. The 2 parks serviced by the Disney Skyliner is Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Important note, you can't get to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, or Disney Springs directly from the Disney Skyliner. In true Disney fashion, these stations are very well themed and reflect the aesthetics of their location. How many people can fit in a gondola? Each gondola can comfortably seat 10 adults or children, and if you have a stroller or a scooter, you can get on the gondola with that. The maximum capacity is 6 adults with a scooter or stroller. Emergency packets are available on the gondolas if for any reason the gondola would stop for extended time. These emergency packets contain a glow stick, water, towelettes, bags, paper and pencil, and a whistle. In addition to the bright solid colors like red, yellow, blue, green, and purple, there's a list of different characters, movies, and attractions that you might see. Even though the cars are wrapped, you can still see out the windows. However, for the clearest view, if you're wanting to take photographs, for example, consider asking a cast member to let you ride in a plain colored car. We noticed in the wrapped cars that the view was hazy. Some of the wraps are Beauty and the Beast, Donald Duck, Finding Dory, Frozen, Goofy, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, of course, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, Star Wars, and Toy Story, and several others.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Disney Skyliner has temporarily delayed. Please remain seated. We will resume your flight as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
So how do you ride the Disney Skyliner? Anyone can ride the Skyliner. You don't have to be staying at a Disney resort. Probably the easiest way to catch a ride on the Skyliner, if you aren't staying at a resort with a station, or if you're staying off-site, is to board at either Hollywood Studios or at Epcot. Boarding. If you don't have a stroller or wheelchair, you'll board on a gondola that's moving very slowly, like you do for Haunted Mansion or the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Guests using wheelchairs or strollers will be directed to a separate loading area where they board a stationary gondola car. What about air conditioning? One thing that's interesting is that Walt Disney World's Skyliner gondolas don't have air conditioning. Instead, they use what they call a passive ventilation system. Basically, it's window vents, which allow the breeze to move through the cars. From our experience, we didn't have much of an issue with motion sickness on the gondolas. There was a slight swaying, but overall they were very smooth, and the air blowing in the vents seemed to help that. And of course, if you're prone to motion sickness, you'll want to choose a seat that faces forward, not backward. There are not restrooms on the gondolas themselves, but there are restrooms at each Skyliner station for guests to use. How long does a Skyliner take? Travel times for the Skyliner can vary by a few minutes, but here's what you can expect. From the Caribbean Beach Station to Hollywood Studios is about 5 minutes. From the Caribbean Beach Station to the International Gateway at Epcot is about 12 minutes. And from Caribbean Beach to Pop Century Art of Animation combination, it's about 3 to 5 minutes. How early does the Skyliner open? The operating hours for the gondolas tend to vary depending on what time the parks are opening and closing, but you can typically find them starting around 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning and going till 10 or 11 at night. Disney does expand the hours during the busy times of the year. What if there's bad weather? The Skyliner runs during sunny days, wind, and rain, but it does not run if there's lightning in the area. It's unfortunate as we tend to get lightning pretty often here in Florida. But we understand why they can't run the Skyliner in this situation.
Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort. Just ahead and to the right is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a larger-than-life resort that celebrates the creative magic that goes into crafting Disney animated films, from sketches to reality. On your left is Disney's Pop Century Resort, a memorable resort that celebrates the way we lived, played, and communicated with each other throughout the 20th century. We are now gliding over the sparkling waters of Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth. In just a few moments, we will be arriving at the only floating Skyliner station at Walt Disney World Resort. Passengers can disembark here for Disney's Pop Century Resort and for Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner. Bon voyage!
Disney won't leave you stranded if the Skyliner is closed for any reason. There will be bus service provided to get you back to your resort.
Welcome!
They're waving.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, good. So lastly, tips for the Disney Skyliner. Anyone can ride the Skyliner. You don't have to be staying at a resort that has a station to ride it. The Skyliner station at Epcot International Gateway provides convenient access to the boardwalk area. If you're prone to motion sickness, choose a seat that faces forwards. Carry a fan with you. We prefer the folding kind in case the gondola car stops temporarily. Food and drinks are allowed. Inclement weather may cause temporary suspension of gondola service, and in the case of an emergency call box are located in each of the gondola cabins. This has been Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom, taking a ride on the Disney Skyliner. If you like our videos, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll keep them coming. We'll see you next time.